live.
Oh my gosh, you're kidding already?
No, yeah, we're live. That quick.
Really?
No, dead serious.
Oh, okay. That was so fast.
You can get up in that a little more.
Because you're gonna be hiding behind that mic a little bit.
Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah. Let it out. How loud can you talk? Ellen.
Okay.
Ellen.
That's not fun.
Ellen.
Do we really start?
Yes, we're going.
Okay,
We're live.
Okay, maybe just
We're
cut out
rocking and rolling.
the beginning part.
Haven't seen you in so long. How are you?
How have you been?
It's been way too long.
A minute.
It has been a minute. How's life?
Good.
How's the dog?
He's great. He misses you.
How's that strapping boyfriend?
Strapping. Love that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that you were here.
Thank you.
I feel like this is gonna be like what we do like pretty much every day. So
Yeah,
it's perfect.
pretty much. What are we gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about all sorts of things. We could talk for one about how I'm a current crime magnet.
Yeah,
Like what is going on in Nashville?
we gotta talk about that.
Hopefully by the time this airs, my truck is located. But if it's not, then it's still kind of a topic that it was stolen while your grandmother was in town.
I know. We were just right on the couch.
Yeah.
You tell how it happened, because you had like a crazy intuition of just all of a sudden you were like, I think my truck is gone.
Yeah. I was just like we were watching Britain's Got Talent highlights.
Top
which
5.
is a wonderful YouTube series to watch.
What's that lady's name? The one.
God, I don't remember.
No, you don't know.
No, I don't remember. But we had watched like probably a good hour of these with your grandma and your cousin. And we were about to go to bed and I just had this weird feeling and I looked out the window and my truck is just gone. So I run outside and my initial thought is there's no way that they towed it, but there's a possibility considering the apartment complex that we live in.
Leave it at that.
But run outside and I can hear it. I can hear it coming up Charlotte, and you came outside too, and you're like, what's going on? I'm like, my truck's stolen. And it's going down Charlotte, and I just got that 5-second clip of homeboy just cruising right up the hill.
And then what happened? I'll just interview you today.
Okay.
So then you grabbed your keys.
Then I grabbed my keys and we ran to my car, and you were going to go with me. And mid-run, I call the police. And I can't even hear them answer. I just like hear it's not ringing. I'm like, hello? And they're like, hello, sir, what's the address? And I'm like, tell them my address. I'm like, you got to get here quick. I'm in pursuit. They're like, do not pursue. I'm like, I'm pursuing. They're like, do not pursue. I'm like, I'm about to chase this car down. They got my truck. And they're like, don't pursue. Just go to your apartment and wait. So I did and waited for 2 hours, which a good number of people have let me know that there are certain levels of crimes that are committed, and based on how, what has happened, that's kind of how you get thrown in the mix for people to come, they
prioritize calls.
Yeah, it's like all prioritized. Well, I guess I was like pretty low on the bottom, even though I watched this guy drive away. And like, I totally understand there are people that could have been hurt. There's people in wrecks that, there's all these other variables. However, what people don't know is that one of my neighbor friends is a police officer. And he said that apparently there was only like 5 cops or something working on the whole West Nashville side. And mind you, this is one night after there was a shooting at the apartment complex next to us. So like, if it's an understaffing thing, they just don't have enough officers, I understand. But in my head, I'm thinking like maybe we could borrow some.
Borrow
like
some cops?
Yeah. We need some more cops.
Yeah,
and like shout out to law enforcement, because like I can't imagine like how much bravery it takes. They put their life on the line. They do. They never know what they're walking into, especially in Nashville and in any other big city, really anywhere. They never know. But I mean, I feel that with everything that's happened in the last year, that's probably why. Why are you laughing at me?
Just funny to hear you breathing.
Oh. I'm passionate about this though.
I know.
I'm passionate about this because like I feel like people are like actually scared to be cops now
No,
with
totally.
how
It's a
everything
scary
has
job.
gone down.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you be?
Yeah,
I would
yeah,
be.
I would be terrified. I would be absolutely terrified. But I mean, I feel like even people who want to be cops don't want to be cops because cops are they get like roasted, and it's
Yeah.
bullshit because most of the time, most cops, not saying all cops, but most cops are protecting us and keeping us safer. Are there bad cops? Yes. But a majority is protecting
Mm-hmm.
our cities, our towns.
Totally.
I think it comes back to how quickly Nashville's growing. Like
yeah,
with how
that's
much
the other.
with how much is
That's the
going
other
on,
thing.
how many people are in the city now, it's growing. We're not ready for it, and I think it's the same way the roads aren't ready. I think our police officers, like our police departments, aren't staffed
Totally.
for it as well.
Yeah. Well, shout out to Metro for supplying as much as they do. And if you can borrow some, I would recommend it.
Do you have any leads?
Any leads on the truck?
The
Yeah.
truck.
None so far.
Well,
None so far.
if you're listening to this, we did catch your face.
Your face is on camera.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
We did. We got him right on camera.
We'll get him.
You know what my apartment complex is like? I've complained about cameras like so many times. Like, we need cameras like in here so badly. And they're like, ownership, they're not going to do it. They don't want to invest in it, whatever it may be. These people have the money to build a brand new apartment complex down the road, which they're doing. But they can't afford to put in some cameras, some like, what? I'm guessing like if you put in like 8 cameras, it's going to be max probably $1,000 to have
Yeah.
it all done.
Yeah. So now we're moving to Franklin.
Now we're moving to Franklin. So Franklin, get ready for us. We'll be downtown strolling around with our
Coffee.
Bobo.
Yeah.
And yeah, it'll be great. But anyway, that's my whole rant on living in West Nashville. How do you feel about it? I mean, you're coming from Miami, which is like,
You
I feel like-
always thought it was so unsafe, and I felt way more safe there than Nashville.
really?
Yes. I felt fine walking around. Everyone's either a tourist or lives there, and I feel like when you live somewhere that's warm all the time, you're pretty happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my theory. But
I feel like you see the best in people too, though, and you're a little naive when it comes to what's going on sometimes.
I lived there for 3 years, and I walked up and down Miami Beach for 3 years, not like every day,
Yeah.
there was like some great people watching, but there was never anything that struck me as like, oh, I should stay away from this area because, so much has gone down there.
Well, how would you know anything went down there or not? Did you look it up?
There's news, and there's...
Did you ever watch the news?
I didn't
No,
watch
I
the
could see it all over your
news.
face. You didn't watch
Who
any
watches
of
the news? You
Like,
don't
do you
watch
like
the
look it
news.
up to like do a little research? Be like,
I
am I
mean,
safe to be
people
walking around
talk.
this area?
Yes.
You're trusting
People
like
talk. I'm trusting the
your
guy
circle.
above.
You got to get outside the
Trusting
circle
the man above.
sometimes. Trust the lobe.
Yeah.
Praise the lobe.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm ready for... I just want to be able to walk around, I think
Yeah.
Franklin's a good place that we can do that. Or a nice neighborhood over here. This is like
Yeah.
a safe area, right?
So we thought so. I've
Oh.
had my car run through. We're in Green Hills for those listening. But I've had my car run through in my driveway 3 times in the last 3 years. Granted, I left it unlocked. But yeah, they come, whoever it is, comes through and
Jeez.
checks door handles and go
no
in
one
and
is
like
safe.
I haven't had anything stolen, but like it's a violating feeling.
Yeah. No, totally. It really is.
I can't imagine how you're feeling. Like you actually lost something, bro. Like
Yeah, I mean, I love that truck. But
Me too.
I mean, at the end of the day, at least no one was like hurt.
Yeah.
No one was shot.
We
No one was
could've-
like stabbed.
No, totally. We could have, gone after that truck, and who knows what would have happened. So
Right.
and it's a
good thing we
compliment.
didn't.
It's a nice truck. That's why they took it.
Thank you. Yeah. That's what was really interesting to me. Like, we have a theory. It's like there's all these cars and really nice cars in our complex and stuff, which I'm sure have far more advanced, like everything, including like alarms and locks and the whole shebang than a 1970 Chevy. But still, that, I mean, it means that they know something about the truck. And also,
which is creepy. They've been stalking it, you know?
that's one of our theories, is that they've had an eye on it.
You think maybe inside job? Maybe somebody's at the complex who's seen it?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Not working there. I'm not insinuating that the employees, but maybe somebody who lives in the complex.
The
Yeah,
owners
I wouldn't be surprised
might
if
have.
it was somehow.
That's why there's no cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just go get that truck.
yeah. I have no idea, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was somebody.
I know. We'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out
Patience and
eventually.
Trusting.
On a positive note, I love you.
Oh, I love you too.
So as I'm sure some of you guys know, Ellen launched her app, which is amazing, Fit in 20,
Thank you so much.
and has been crushing it as well on the online coaching.
Yeah,
Like-
it's been awesome.
Tell us about like your clients and some of the transformations and stuff like that.
It's such a joy for me, first off, to help people and open their eyes and educate them on, food and fitness and the many benefits of it. Because, I mean, you and I, we both obviously love working out. We love, living a happy, healthy lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was like one of the things we had in common when we met. Like when I was personal training in Miami, you were, we would talk about it on the phone, and it was just a joy for both of us. But the online coaching's been great. I do about groups of like 10 to 12 girls, and basically, they'll apply and I'll interview them and see if it's a good fit for them as well as me, and basically just guide them through the next 6 weeks in like a group chat, and help them stay accountable, know that they have this group of girls that's also doing it with them, and just answer any questions, check in with them every week, and answer anything that they need to know about health and fitness, and just help educate them so that when they are done with the 6-week challenge, they're able to step out and just feel more comfortable and confident that they know what they're doing. So
Do you see a lot of confidence coming from these people?
It's a completely different person at the end of it. Like when I'm interviewing them, it's so crazy, and I even tell them that I'm like, you guys have changed so much, obviously physically, but the most that I see is mentally, and that's like the most rewarding thing, is to see them get more confident, and it's just like a more, I don't know, they're just happier, and
Right.
that's just really what working out and eating nutritious foods can do to you. And I'm
Totally.
sure we both know that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Has there been like, I mean, I've seen you get so much joy out of this, but what's like, and I've seen you like be like, super excited about the current progress of the app and everything, but like where do you want to end up? Like with the app and with like the online coaching, do you see yourself going more into like the coaching side of the thing, or do you want to eventually have just like your app?
I love the coaching. I really do. Like
Yeah.
the app is, just throwing out your workouts, and you're not knowing like how people are feeling or how they're doing unless they're posting about it. I don't know what they're going through. So I think having a relationship with my girls and my clients, like that's everything. And that's why I
Yeah.
love personal training too, is just, seeing their faces and talking to them and having relationships with them. And I think online coaching, I've tried to, give myself a break and stuff, but I'm like, no, I actually really love this and I want to keep going, but hopefully I'll find someone that can help me out and maybe hire some people down the road.
Yeah.
But definitely release more programs on the app. Like we want to do a couples program, you and me.
Yeah.
So that
That'd
would
be
be fun.
Some online couples coaching.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
fun.
You seem to be like a teacher at heart. Like you used to
Yeah.
tutor and stuff, right?
Yes. I did get my degree in education. So I knew I was passionate about that. Like in high school, I was like, I do love teaching, and I was going to be teaching math, which I feel like that was just kind of my go-to, like, oh, I'm good at math, so I'll teach math. So that's what I got my degree in, middle school math education. And I would say I'm definitely using my degree now, just with health and fitness, something
Yeah.
that I'm way more passionate about.
That's awesome.
So
Back to teaching, didn't you like used to teach like the Queen of England's kids or something?
no.
Who was it?
Queen of England?
No, it was some princess.
Oh,
or something.
The Queen of Monaco or something.
That's not that far off.
Well, the Queen of England.
You
is huge.
are so way out there. Queen of Monaco.
Princess of Monaco.
Princess.
Or
I think it was
something?
Princess is what you
Yeah.
told me. Which,
I actually don't know. Like,
it's really cool though.
Yeah, they were a nice family. I was gonna teach them in Monaco for the summer, and you were gonna come with me, but the pandemic hit. So.
Yeah, I feel like your experience in teaching is unlike most people's experience in teaching. You've taught some pretty high caliber celebrity vibe kids.
Only like 2 families.
Who else?
The Iglesias family, Enrique Iglesias' siblings, or other, half siblings. But that's the thing. It's like, well, I'll tell the story of how it happened because it's kind of cool. But when me and my friend Molly, obviously you know Molly, when we decided we were going to move to Miami, I tore my ACL back in March. And this was like, June, July, and we were heading down to Miami. And I was going to get surgery in August. And, I was interviewing for part-time, math teaching jobs because I just graduated college. So I was like, oh, you know what? I should probably do something with my degree. And I was just Googling stuff and I applied to like the first link and I, had 3 Zoom interviews and the woman was like, okay, this is like a celebrity family and you're going to be homeschool teaching them 9th grade math and science. I was like, perfect. That sounds so cool. Homeschool teaching. And, the celebrity family ended up being this amazing sweet family, Christina and Victoria Iglesias, which who knows if they're listening right now. They're very sweet. They're
so nice.
My little sisters. You actually met them in Miami when we went. But yeah, I taught them for 2 or 3 years, I think. 2 years. And then their little brother I tutored. But yeah, it was awesome. Great experience.
I feel like that they could teach a course on manners. Like they were the most mannered
so proper.
kids. I felt like I was far out of line, just like sitting down, just being there. Yeah. It was like
they're so
So what?
They've got great manners.
Been up to? It's just like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like the water bottle is like in the perfect spot, and the fork and knife stuff. I didn't learn that. I was just like corn and beans and eating that.
Yeah, we went out to dinner in Miami and this really nice restaurant, and we were just so out of place. That's
I think the
thing.
mafia was there, like
100%. The
100%.
Greek. Is there a Greek mafia?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't know. There's only
Google
one way to know.
Alex.
I think there's mafias everywhere.
Yeah, but when I went to Spain, I stayed with them for 10 days, and that's when I was like, oh my gosh, I need to learn better table manners. Like I knew a good amount, but I did not know the routine like they did. I literally YouTubed that first night. Good table manners.
It was incredible.
I was like, I'm their tutor or I'm their teacher. Like I can't be the one that's slacking here.
The Greek mafia is in Philadelphia mostly, by the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're in Philly.
Okay.
That's hilarious though.
Oh.
Yeah. But they're very sweet.
They're good videos out there for manners?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right,
I learned a lot, I think.
Yeah. I should probably watch those for sure. I feel like I have no idea like the etiquette.
Jen takes like
What?
Wait, how do you hold a fork?
Me?
Yeah.
I do the proper, like
Okay.
this. Depends on what it is though. Like if it's like a steak,
yeah,
I have to hold it like a different way to cut the steak, and then while I'm there, I'm just like, I'm gonna go ahead and eat it too.
You don't go like
No,
this,
no,
do you?
no.
Okay.
I don't caveman stab.
Yeah.
No caveman stabbing. It's pretty raw to do that, right? Have you ever done that? Like the whole.
maybe when I was a year old.
I was at dinner with somebody the other day who did that, and I was like, wow, I see you totally differently now.
Whoa.
Way different.
They did it, and
Oh,
like it wasn't
gosh.
like a joke or anything.
No, not a joke at all. Like genuinely, that's how they were cooking food. Yeah.
It is
That's
kind of
funny.
like you do kind of like look at people differently though.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely look
totally. We look at each other weird sometimes. We're like, why are you doing that?
at Jed like when he's really hungry, which usually it's after the gym. Like he'll take 3 forkfuls before he swallows and chews. Like it's like 1, chew, 2, chew, and then then he'll
3
start
chew.
swallowing. I'm like, do you have any more room in there?
That's what the chewing's for.
Yeah. I don't know. I just found a way to like inhale the food.
It's efficient.
Yeah. It knocks it down faster. That's how like definitely not the right way to eat. I don't like recommend it. Don't Joey Chestnut your food. But like
Dunk it in some water.
yeah. But I feel like that sometimes I'm like so hungry I just like need it that fast, but I should slow it down and try to enjoy it more. I've gotten like a lot better. I used to be like worse
Really?
for sure, like in high school and stuff. Oh yeah, like my cousin and I would have like eating competitions, see how much we could eat, how fast we could eat, all that
what
stuff.
What did you and Sam do with like Taco Bell or something? What was it?
We went
like a contest?
Yeah, we went and spent like $30 or $40 at Taco Bell, ate all of that, and then we went to KFC next door. And this is like right after, and got like this platter thing, like one each, and tried to eat that too. I think we did it, most of it.
And $30 at Taco Bell, you get like 20 items.
That's a lot. Yeah, unless you go on the fresco menu, that's where the high budget stuff is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's like the nicer.
The highbrow.
That's where the Iglesias would get Taco Bell. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Well, something that people always ask us, especially on the internet, that we've not really talked about it publicly, is like our story, like how we met.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
We should tell
That's
the
cute.
story.
Yes.
Let's start on your end, and then I'll kind of go into.
You give her the talking
my
stick.
Yeah, this is my talking stick.
It's your turn.
Sure. It's a very cute story. I guess I'll just talk about everything right here. So we found each other on Tinder, and kidding.
Best swipe of my life.
I'm kidding.
Sponsored by Tinder.
So this is such a God thing. I don't know if you know people are listening that believe in God, but I feel like it's just
I would say there's at least
solid.
some people
Yeah.
that believe in God
Yeah.
listening.
Well, it's definitely fate. A fate thing, I think. So, man, my heart is like shaking.
It's okay. It's
Makes
all
me
right.
nervous to talk about.
It's
I
okay.
don't know why.
Don't get nervous.
Okay.
It's totally fine.
So, basically, when I was living in Miami, it was my second year there. And it was very hard to date people there. Like, it's just, they're either, sugar daddies.
Now I know why you were nervous.
I spent a lot of time with sugar daddies before you.
That's the clip.
No,
That'll be the
I
clip.
swear I've never. But that's just how Miami is. Like, the girls my age are there for, having a free rest of their life, not work and just mooch off these rich
sugar
guys.
daddies.
So that's
Taking notes.
option 1. Or option 2 is like maybe, I don't know. There's not a lot of good guys in Miami, especially young guys. So I knew that was like an issue. And so basically my second year in Miami, I think this was 2019 or 18. It must have been 18.
Yeah.
It must have been 18. Yeah.
Like late 18.
I think, yeah.
Late
So
teen.
basically, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to apply for The Bachelor because I honestly wanted a boyfriend. And was that the best way to do it? Probably not. But I was like, let's just do it. I love to travel. It could be a good time. And I ended up applying. And I think I got to the 3rd round or something. And I had seen the show back in college, like maybe my freshman, sophomore year. So I hadn't seen it in probably like 4 years or so. So, yeah, I got to the last round of interviews. And I remember it was like, I think it was late July where that was my last interview. And I hadn't seen the show. And I was like, okay, like if they ask me which guy do I want it to be, I should probably know. And, oh shoot, I forgot the best part. Rewind. Okay.
So how, like, you want to start and tell everyone, like, your side, how we met?
No, we're not starting. Okay, so back up a little bit. So I was doing the application process in probably December. Now it's 2019 of March, April. And Mike which we call him Sips, he was like, hey, like I live in this, house with a modeling agency. Like, you should apply. He's my guy, Mark Block. And I was like, okay, thank you. So I ended up signing with the Block agency. I look at their Instagram and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, just scrolling through. I see Jed walking down the runway in a little bathing suit, and he looked so good. And I remember thinking, and anyone who knows me knows I'm like so picky. I'm not wasting time here with any guy. So I saw him and I was like, oh, like, this is my husband. Like, I remember thinking, I love this guy, and it's just a picture, but like, I just felt something. I know it's probably so cheesy, and
No, I love
not really.
this.
So,
I love this.
So I was like, wow, okay, Jed Wyatt. Ooh, look to his profile, and it's like, oh, I'm going on The Bachelorette. So I was like, dang, won't see him again. Like, that was my thought. I was like, won't see him again. Moving on with my life.
Wait, hold on. So I want to keep the timeline. This was as you were about to go on the show?
Well, the thing was that
Announcing it.
we had already like filmed everything and it was done.
You had just been able to go public.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was like Mark announcing good luck to Jed Wyatt on
Yeah.
on the show. So yeah, so I was like, okay, won't see him again. Fast forward, then I kept getting calls back about the show. Didn't really like have Jed in mind though. Like, it kind of just slipped my mind. So now it's July, late July. I'm on my last interview. So now I'm like, okay, I should probably know who the top last 3 guys are, because if they ask me. So I looked it up and I was like, okay, Jed. But wasn't tying together that he was the guy that I saw back in March on the runway. Wasn't tying that together, because I think your bachelor picture was kind of
What's what?
like, it didn't look like you. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
didn't
I
do
do.
you
I do
any
know what you mean.
justice. It didn't do you any justice.
Are you talking about the
Yeah, it was like your, smiling picture.
where I'm like,
yeah. No, I was like,
yeah.
okay, Jed. That's who I would want it to be.
Mm.
So basically, it's late July. I'm like waiting to hear back if I got on the show, and they didn't call me, whatever. So I end up going to like a work trip in Mexico, and I remember being with my friends, and Jed DM'd me, and I was just blown away that this same guy was the same one that I'd seen back on the runway. Like, it just clicked to me, and I was like, that is absolutely crazy that from March to August we had been through so much, like, both of us, obviously you more, but I was like, wow, like, what are the odds? So
Right.
basically, yeah, full circle. And I didn't end up going on the show, and was very happy that the guy that I wanted to go on the show for had messaged me. So yeah.
Aw.
What did the DM say?
I'll just tell like my side of the story here too. I had been going over to see my friend Dane, who lived in Germantown at the time, with Mike. And I'd been going over there like pretty much like every night. We were having like boys' night, like every night, cigar night. They were helping me like cope with everything, because I was like mad depressed. I was having anxiety. I was just not in a good place. I was like drinking a ton.
That's when we met.
Yeah, I was just not in a good headspace. I was like super sad. And Mike kept being like, I want you to meet my friend. I want you to meet my friend. And I was just like, I didn't feel ready yet. After going through everything that I had just gone through,
Yeah.
my heart, my head, my life, nothing was like in the right place at that time. I was just like, shattered. No one believed my story, which was true. And the whole entire time, I'm fighting this. And then Mike was being like pretty resilient about it. He's like,
Mike, the same Mike that
Mike
got me to the agency and that I went to college with. Yeah.
Mike Masturbated. Shout out Mike. Love you. He just finally, like, I'm pretty sure he showed me a picture of you, and I was like, oh my God. She is
I'm ready.
so hot. She is beautiful.
Curious what picture.
I don't remember the exact one. You had, it was probably one of your bathing suit ones, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
yours
most
was
guys.
a bathing suit one too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So we're even. Shout out bathing suits.
Yeah.
But like,
Shut up.
sponsored
by
by
Brought
bathing
to you.
brought to you by bathing suits. But like, you know,
general.
it was just like the strangest thing. I just like prayed about it and stuff, and I was like, you know what? Like nothing to lose here, nothing to lose. And I actually messaged Mark Block also, and I was like, I need to just meet someone that is just amazing and beautiful and blah blah blah. I was like, my friend just showed me Ellen. What do you know about Ellen? And he was like, she's awesome. She's perfect. And I was like, perfect. So, you know, fast forward. I did my research. Shot you a DM.
Yep.
And what did I say? I said,
I was going to LA.
Yeah. Just missed ya.
Yeah.
Is that all I said?
Just missed ya. Airplane emoji.
Oh. Shout out airplane emoji.
She said it looks like we both like bathing suits.
I didn't know she liked my bathing suit at that time. And honestly, at that point of everything going on, I was like kind of prepared to be shot down. Just with like.
Oh, well, yeah. And I had heard your story like from the, on social media.
Yeah.
And I was like, this poor guy. Like, I immediately was like, they're absolutely using some type of story and just making a lie. Yeah. And I think the biggest, thing with anything and anyone, like when you hear something about someone, always get their side of the story. My gosh, like don't just shut people down.
Right. Like
I wanted to hear what you had to say, and I want to hear your side of the story. And of course it was all BS. All not true, It's just crazy that show just, and the fans, that is the problem. The fans are so into the show, and they, they'll take anything and be like, okay, that's true. Like, no matter what. And they don't realize that you're a human. You have feelings, that maybe you have a different side of the story. Maybe you can't talk about that side because you're under a contract and all that stuff. So it is.
Maybe.
And
yeah,
I just felt bad for you. I did. No matter what, like, and that's the thing. Like, I had no problem even. I remember, we were hanging out and stuff, and you were like, are you scared to like post me? Like, do you not want like people to know? And I was like, I didn't know if you wanted people to know for you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was like, I don't care. I don't care what anyone has to say, because all these people are irrelevant. And, their opinions are their opinions. And, you and I know what happened, and that's that.
Yeah. You were always, and to this day are so supportive. And when we first like started hanging out and stuff, like I wasn't good. I was not in a good place. I'm pretty sure you thought I was like, person. Yeah, I was not in a good place. And you just showed me so much grace and love and patience. And I was just like, there were so many days that I was like, it didn't seem like it was real, because I didn't feel like anyone, oh God.
Aww.
I didn't feel like anyone wanted to like believe me.
I know.
And no one would like actually hear me out and know that I'm not who they're saying I am, or doing what they said I did. And you gave me that chance, and fast forward like almost 2 years now, and living together with a dog. I just want to have a sincere moment and say to all the haters,
Jed. Oh my gosh.
We just end there.
I really do though. Like, I mean, there's so many people that came at us through our whole journey. Yeah. And
it was hard.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can be one of those people that are like, oh, those, oh, now I'm going to cry. Gosh. Like, just, you can say that their opinions won't matter and they don't get to you. And it's like, you see these requests come in and you're like, maybe it's good. And it's not. It's like, yeah, you just don't even understand. You don't know. Yeah. Him or us. It's just like, oh, now I'm going to cry.
Don't cry.
But yeah, it's hard. We've been through a lot.
Yeah, it's
But
been a long road to
made us
hoe.
stronger.
It definitely did, and thicker skin. And something that people don't even realize that I dealt with on there, which was like suicidal thoughts, like heavy depression. And like on the surface level of like social media, you'll see people who seem to be either the most confident person, or they might be vulnerable, put themselves out there as broken, and people will still attack them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, we're all human.
Yeah.
We all get this one life. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to learn lessons. And I don't see why we don't just do our best to uplift each other,
Mm-hmm.
even in the low periods.
Totally. People need to find working out. Fit in 20. It will make you happy.
People need to find.
And you will be nicer.
People need to find fit in 20.
I'm serious though. Like
Yeah.
people who don't work out, like I don't know. Food and not moving around will get at your mental health.
Even just movement, like,
and it will
I
not
feel
make you happy.
people take that as like you have to go to the gym. No, like just
No.
like getting outside or going for a walk on a treadmill
Yeah.
or a
And
bike,
some sunshine.
or get out and have some
Vitamin
fresh
D.
air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just people that aren't happy with themselves and they feel like they need to bring other people down.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all you got to think about. It's like, okay, well, honestly, I'm sorry that you're not happy with yourself. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad.
And I just want to say also to the haters that when you chirp at us, it wouldn't even bother me 1 second to put Ellen on you and she'll whoop your tail feathers.
Oh, for like a
No,
workout?
Yeah, you'll fight them all.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Ellen's actually
like trying to help. She's like, yeah, I can help them work out. You're like, no, kick their ass.
Yeah.
I can do my online coaching program.
Yeah. Swipe up.
I will get you happy and healthy
Yeah.
and fit.
If you're feeling like you're a troll and you're taking the time out of your day to go hate on people's social media, download Fit in 20. It could change your life and change your brain.
Going back to you said you were ready to get turned down when you first like talked to Ellen.
Yeah.
How much like of that did you feel? I don't know. Like, can you talk about kind of the baggage that you felt like you were carrying after that? Like, was there a point where you finally felt like, okay, I can trust her? Was there even that kind of wrestling? You know what I mean?
Good
like
question.
coming off of the show, that's got to be.
It took me honestly a long time.
Yeah.
Because I was just so rattled by everything because so many people had my trust from the franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And I got so close to these people. Like, you're gone for 2-3 months with these people every day, and you instill like a lot of trust in their opinions and their thoughts and their words. And what you have to realize is it's not in your best interest. It's in the show's interest.
Yeah.
Even like no matter what, you have to believe that.
Money, that's why.
So when I meet somebody who is an amazing person and they're acting great and we're having a good time and stuff, my mind would always go back to like, wait, like I just did this with people, and I felt like I could instill my trust into them, and they turned around and certain things happened. So it was hard for me to just like let down my guard, and I feel like it really took like a solid 6-8 months before it was like,
oh wow,
down.
News to me. Yeah, we both had our guard up.
We did.
I think mine took 3 months.
Yeah.
And yours took a little longer.
Yeah. I was just rattled, and I still get rattled sometimes. Like, I'll tell people that. Like, I'm obviously moved on, and it's not like the relationship stuff that bothers me, but more so the fact that people want to believe everything that they read or see on a television, and it's just so beyond false. Like, are there real moments also? Sure, there's some. But like, you have to realize, like, if you're going to make a TV show yourself and you're going to be selling it to an audience that likes drama, love, heartbreak, or happiness, you're going to be trying to you want people to embody that. Whoever you have on the show, like you want people to embody all of those things,
Mhm.
and you want to do whatever you can to do that to make the most money that you can make.
Yeah.
So they're really good at it.
I think more and more is starting to come out too, for sure.
Yeah, Chris Harrison dipped out.
Yeah. It's changing.
Yeah,
But
everyone's made their money. But
yeah, basically when I met you and I started hanging out with you, I knew you weren't ready, but I was like obsessed with you. Like I was truly head over heels obsessed with you.
aw,
I was in love with you, and I was telling all my friends, I was like, I like can't sleep at night. I had never experienced that before. I had not been able to sleep. All I was thinking about was you. And we were doing long distance, for like the first year or so, but it was just, and the first moment when I realized that you truly were a good guy was the way that you were interacting with your friends and your family, how you treat your family and your friends. Like I could tell, it was like, wow, this guy is beyond one of the nicest guys I've ever met too,
you're so nice.
You're so nice.
I love you. And Ellen has one of the best hearts ever too. She calls me out. I have to calm it down sometimes because I want to take out my anger on people, and you're just like you're a peaceful, loving, kind person. Like every day. Ellen's about to be selling journals too, by the way. This would be another great thing for anyone that feels a little bit displeased or very pleased with their life right now.
Yeah.
The journals are going to have like
pretty much, it's going to be like a wellness journal.
Yeah.
So, what you're grateful for, affirmations, your thoughts, your, to-do list, water, what you eat, stuff like that. So. And
that's something you do every day.
It is. I love it.
Every single day.
Mm-hmm.
And more people should do that. I should even do it more. I go through waves, but you were truly one of the most remarkable women ever, and the world has seen only but a glimpse. And I'm thankful that I've had nearly a year of living with you and almost 2 years of dating you to see all the amazing things that you do and can do, and the world's about to be rocked by all the things that you're going to do in it.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I love you.
I love you too.
You too, though.
I'm excited.
Got some new music coming out. You have a show tonight.
I do. By the time this airs, the show's going to be long gone.
I know.
But it's my first show. I didn't really tell people just because I'm like, dude, I'm knocking the rust off. It's been a long time since I played.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. You're going to kill it.
Yeah. So your grandma just was in town. And that was the first time you've hung out with her in how long?
Well, we did see each other briefly on like Christmas time, but we all pretty much social distance in our garage with masks. So no hugs.
It was like the really getting to hang out with her and hug her.
First time in almost I think it was like 2 years.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Wow.
It was so awesome. My grandma's 82, you guys, and she is not your typical 82-year-old. She
Absurd.
Moves around, she doesn't need any help. I don't know how to describe her. She's just like with it,
Yes, she can
She
do
joins
everything.
my Instagram lives.
She's
I'm
very
like,
smart.
Hello, Grandma.
Very smart.
Yeah.
She's awesome. Is that who you got your like desire to travel and stuff from?
For sure. I know you probably see that stuff. We're very similar. We both love to travel. She was a math teacher.
And you walk the same.
I don't know how to take that.
What do you mean?
He
They
thinks we have
walk
the same
the
walk.
exact same.
So does Ellen walk like an 82-year-old,
Right.
or does Grandma walk like however old Ellen is?
You just like we're saying, she doesn't walk like a normal like 82-year-old. Like she can move.
Yeah.
And Ellen, like you got just your posture, the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
You're taking this down the wrong path. You guys are beautiful people. You just walk the same.
I know. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You do.
I definitely see it. You had a video of it too. I was like,
I did.
Thank you.
It's kind of funny.
Thanks for getting that.
You really were thankful though. It was cute.
Yes. No, I love her. I love her so much. She's
amazing.
She's amazing, and I'm so grateful she could have flown to Nashville to see us.
Yeah.
So
It
was really awesome.
Awesome.
Do you guys have travel coming up? You two?
We're going to Hawaii in
Mhm.
August.
And we're also going
and
to your home.
Vermont.
Yeah, Vermont.
And are we going somewhere this one month?
No, not this month.
Oh, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I'm going home. But
To go see-
Hawaii's the big one.
Her brother's turning the big 2-1. Shout out
Yeah.
Kevin.
My little brother hasn't had a sip of alcohol, and he's turning 21. so I cannot miss that.
And his first drink is?
Red wine and a charcuterie board.
Classy.
He's
Isn't
very
that so
classy.
classy?
I like this kid.
It's going to be like Sinatra's going to be on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, literally.
I'm going to laugh if he takes like one sip and he's like,
I don't like
all right,
it.
let's do a keg stand.
Oh,
Or if he was just like, yeah, this isn't for me.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm going to be like, no, you drink. I flew home for this.
I know that's the only reason you're going home because you just want to see
Yeah.
him first time drunk.
Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
actually pay to see that too. That'd be fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't miss that.
So we do have some questions here that were sent in via Instagram. I'm going to read them off and we're going to answer them together. If my phone will load. If that's cool.
It's perfect.
Are any of them?
They're good. Let's go with this one first. What is important in a relationship? Communication or comprehension?
Ooh,
That is a really good question.
those are good options.
I think, you got to go with communication, but
Mhm.
comprehension's also very important.
Yeah. I feel like
Because you can
communication builds that
communicate.
though.
Yes, but you can't communicate without comprehending.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's very
That's true.
very good question.
Yeah.
But I think overall communicating
For
just
sure.
with everything. And we're very good at communicating. Unlike for a male, you were stellar at communicating.
Wow, thank you.
That was one of the first things I was like, wow, he can tell me how he feels? I didn't know males did that.
Shattering gender norms
Shattering.
here on Jed
Wow.
Talks.
I feel like it's just like important to put yourself out there, especially when you know that like you're with someone you want to spend potentially the rest of your life with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like the more open you can be, the more you can understand each other and trust that the other one's going to be able to build on whatever you're communicating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've
absolutely
seen
right.
in our own relationship, like when we didn't have as good communication and get bad
Yeah.
and get real nasty,
Nasty. Yeah. We're definitely.
yelling, sword fights and shit, like shields out in the yard with spears,
Just live action role playing.
launching them. Alan!
Get my bow and arrow.
Alanda!
Yeah, Jed calls me Alondo,
I like that.
which
Yeah.
now you refer to me as Alondo to all your friends on the phone.
And now everyone calls you
And now
Alando.
everyone loves it. Everyone's like Alondo. I'm like, no.
I don't know why. I think it was like a margarita decision.
Yeah.
Tequila sometimes I feel like encourages nicknames, and Alando just rolled right off the tongue. Alando. Because you like a good margarita, and I
Yeah.
don't know, when you're a little margarita tipsy, I feel like you become Alando.
Yeah.
Alando or really sleepy
Chauncey.
John. We talk in these accents to each other all the time. And I talk like Nigel. Hello, Chauncey. How are you? Thank you for tuning in to Shit Talks. Let's hear it.
Oh, you know I can't do it bad.
Chauncey.
Nigel.
Yes.
Nigel,
It's
pass
quite
me
nice.
water.
Take the dog out.
No, you.
I'll take the dog out then. We go on with this shit though, and it's like very entertaining for us. Probably, maybe not for the general public, but we love it. So.
No, people love it.
Okay. We went way off the communication thing.
Shout
there.
out whose question that was.
Yeah.
Who was that?
The inevitable Jose.
Nice.
Shout out inevitable Jose.
Fire name. Fire username.
I think we need to get you on like a TV show. Like you need to be like a voice. Doesn't
I
he?
don't think so. I don't.
Oh no, yeah,
we should go
no.
on Bachelor.
Have you heard of that show?
I'll be tight. Yeah.
He's so
I'll
good
date
at
you.
voices. I know you probably know that, Alex. His voices are amazing.
Oh,
you can
mean
do
like
so many good voices.
voice acting?
Like-
yeah.
Do your like Australian one.
Oh, you put me on the spot here. It's my first time coming into the States, and I feel like it's quite a nice place. There's not as many great white sharks. Not many people drive paddock bashers here, and it's usually just me and my mates rolling around town here.
Isn't that amazing?
The listeners know what paddock bashers are now too, because
they learned
about it with Sean.
Yeah. Paddock basher is a like an Australian word for like a
beater,
beater.
Mm.
Like you drive through a
Like
field.
an
Like my
egg
truck's
beater?
probably become a paddock basher.
like a beat up car.
Okay. Next question. What is the hardest obstacle you guys have had to overcome?
I mean, partially the show stuff.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of talked about that. I feel like another one though was when we went through that phase in the winter where it was like I didn't have any music stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't doing anything that I love to do.
Yeah.
So I was like fully relying on you for
Your happiness.
my joy.
Yeah.
And you cannot do that. If you're in a relationship, and this is from experience, like if you lose yourself, you lose your person. And we went through a dark phase there.
Mm-hmm. We got through it though. And it made us stronger just by communicating.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that was a hard time, but we got through it.
Yeah.
And
it helped when everything opened up. I'm sure like a lot of people, that was also quarantine.
It's
like
post-COVID stuff. People are coming out of COVID, being with their person and relying on them for everyday stuff and getting through COVID and that time. So I think a lot of people have probably been through that same, scenario.
But for anyone that is going through that, wouldn't you say to just communicate and tough it out? Tough it out. Talk about it.
Communicate and, help each other through it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I'm saying tough it out as in like you can get through it together. It's going to be like a rough period and it's hard and you're going to feel vulnerable and scared, but patience. Yeah. It will heal thee. All right. Let's see if there's another question here. How did you have the resilience to move forward? Bachelor Nation is toxic and evil. Good question.
Why'd you pick that one? That's weird.
I feel like it's relevant. I mean, we kind of talked about it, but Ellen helped me get through a majority of it. I didn't really know what to do or how to handle it because, there's only so much I could say. And with what I could say, most people weren't receiving it because they didn't want to believe me, even though it was the truth. Mm-hmm. And I feel like just honestly us meditating, praying,
peace and happiness,
just doing us,
doing what you love to do every single day, making yourself happy will help spread that amongst other people and help your relationship as well.
Yeah. Happiness is contagious.
Yeah.
I think everything's a little contagious, so why not pick the good stuff?
I love that. Let's put that in our Instagram bio.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Already forgot what it was.
Put it on Pinterest. Thank God for recordings.
Yeah. Happiness is contagious. So why not spread?
Everything is contagious, so why not pick the good stuff?
Yeah, put like a
spread the good stuff.
Little sparkle emoji on there.
Ba-ding.
Yeah.
Bring. So I guess we'll wrap things up with one more question for you. If you could see yourself in the next, how do you say this?
Are you proposing right now? What's going on?
Ellen?
Oh.
Not yet.
The amount of fake proposals I've gone, I'm like,
I'm sorry.
You're a fake proposal guy?
No, not like full on, but we'll just
I would hope not.
We'll just be.
Yeah, I know he's faking it.
We'll be on like a random parking lot and be like, Ellen, I can't wait any longer. It'll be like Kmart's parking lot. She's like, Jed, stop.
Not here, please, not here.
Jed, stop. My nails aren't done.
I know. I told him that. I was like,
that's
please
real.
make sure my nails are done. He was like, oh no. I'm like, no.
Doesn't that
seriously.
just crush the surprise though? Because like, what if
My
I'm
nails
like,
are usually
hey,
done.
babe, you should get your nails done today. Are you not gonna be like?
Well, definitely don't say that. That's obvious.
Okay, what if I'm like, your nails are looking a little. They're cutting me. They're so sharp. You should get them fixed.
I think you can figure something out.
Hey, nobody said it was gonna be easy, bro.
Hey, it's not. What did you do?
I organized for alumni weekend.
Yeah.
Because we had been living down here, so we would be able to go home and see all of our friends, have everybody there. It was like the easiest way to do it. I organized a fake award ceremony with the communication department at Bryant University. Shouts out Bryant. And I got the professors involved. Like all the department heads were there.
You did it when you were in college?
No, we were out. We had gone back for alumni weekend.
Oh, okay.
And so it was our first time back. So we saw all our friends and everything. Had this ceremony. There were probably like 50 people there. and I gave like a fake acceptance speech, and the last person that I thanked was Meggie, and that turned into the proposal.
No
Oh,
way.
that's
So
cute.
very conceited of me to give myself a fake award, but she had no idea it was coming, so it worked out nice.
Oh, that's so cute.
Wow.
But I knew she'd have her nails done that weekend because we were
Yeah.
going home, and I knew she'd be dressed the way that she would want to be proposed to, and
True.
all that.
That's so smart.
That is smart.
That's a good.
It's hard,
That's a
dude.
good one.
It's hard.
I like that. Yeah, I'm sure. Were you nervous?
Yeah, I threw up before.
No, really?
For sure. Ran to the bathroom, puked, adrenaline pumping, and was like, all right, here we go.
Oh my gosh,
Aw.
that's
And
awesome.
I knew she was going to say yes. Like, it's
Yeah.
it's the moment. The moment's just
Right.
huge.
Right. That's awesome. That's so sweet.
Was Erin King
Love
there?
Maggie.
No, she wasn't. She was
Aw.
there that weekend. She wasn't in the room at the thing,
Oh,
though, but yeah. Shouts
been
out,
cool.
shouts out all the kings.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and you hung out with my brother like 2 weekends ago. Remember that?
Yeah.
The
yeah,
wedding?
Yeah.
How crazy.
Yeah, ridiculous.
I was like, wait, that's like one of my brother's best
Yep.
friends. I used to work with him too.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Small
Nice.
world.
The smallest.
Well, come here, give me a tissue.
Aww. Me too,
fell
me too,
out of
me
the
too.
chair.
Me too, me too. All the audio people.
While we're spreading love, I also want to give some loving thanks to Alex Legos.
Hey.
Yeah.
I could not do this podcast without him. He does so much amazing work for not just me, but so many people, and has one of the best hearts ever.
You're a hard worker.
I'm very thankful for you, man.
Appreciate that, guys.
But
Psyched to be doing this.
yeah, dude, we're gonna have, it's gonna be an awesome ride. So thank you for tuning in. Be sure to download Fit in 20 if you're looking to have a life-changing experience. I would highly recommend downloading Fit in 20.
Thank you.
Love you, Ellen.
Love you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.
You can drive
We'll
me
see you guys
home?
next
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I'm driving you home.
All right,
I
cool.
think. I don't know. I'm pretty.
If your car's still outside, who knows now?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Oh, too soon.
Good. That's a good cut. That's a good